Hello, Aquarius. Thanks for joining. So yeah, it's been a while. I'm trying not to procrastinate anymore and just get my shit done with this YouTube stuff. All right. So yeah, it's a pretty intense time right now. I mean, it always is, right? Especially around full moons. Yeah. You guys feel inclined to check out my Facebook pages there, the High Priestess as well as the Witch High Priestess. And if you feel inclined to donate, the link is below as well, but it's not necessary. All right, so we're gonna do some astrology and tarot for Aquarius. I'm gonna start with the astrology. So, Aquarius. Sorry, I've just got my notes here. So you guys have the full moon in Virgo in, I believe it's your 8th house. Let me just double check. Yep. So, oh God, you guys, I know you guys aren't all about emotions always. This is going to be an emotional time for you guys. You guys are doing a lot of purging of old stuff that you've been stuffing down and not dealing with. So the full moon lands in your 8th house. The 8th house is ruled by Scorpio. It represents our darker side. It does have a lot to do with karma as well. So dealing with karma from past lives, good and bad. The moon in the 8th house, this is a lot of emphasis on fears, doubts, insecurities, as well as pain. Any pain that you guys have been stuffing down will probably be brought up right now, so be prepared. Not only that, the moon is trining Uranus for you guys in your 4th house. So although this is good, this is a beneficial aspect going on here, but it's going to be emotional for you guys. And I know you're not, you guys aren't about that emotions usually, but a lot of this will have to do with past lives. A lot of this will have to do with your childhood, emotions that you've stuffed down, like I mentioned before, as well as this could have some stuff that has to do with your mother. Sudden shocks is surprising with family, mother situation, things like that. What else? It's also a good time to, make changes around your home, make sudden changes if you decide to move or rearrange your home. This is a good time to do that. What else? The moon Sun and Venus are in your guys' 2nd house in Pisces. This is huge emphasis on work, huge emphasis on making money, huge emphasis on, and this is good having Venus and the Sun there. It shines light there, it gives you energy to work, to make money, to have more focus, more patience. Also, it gives you more focus and emphasis on values, what it is you value, as well as your self-worth. So you have the opportunity here to really build on your self-worth. It can be tough because some stuff can come back from the past to haunt you, but it's for a good reason. Like I mentioned in my long-ass written post earlier today on my page, it's a very opportune time for every sign right now to heal, to purge, to let go of bad habits, as well as negative thought processes, that sort of thing. It's a great time to, do all that fun stuff. Healing yourself physically as well as spiritually, mentally, emotionally, all of it. We're given the opportunity here anyways. I know it's hard to deal with those emotions and face them sometimes, but the more work we put in, the more Saturn is going to reward us. So keep that in mind. Also, Venus and Sun are sextiling Uranus, so this is a very positive aspect. I think you guys will have support. You guys could have support from family, or you could be the support for family right now. Aquarius, you guys also could, I don't know. You guys, I think you're going to really enjoy what you put your energy towards this full moon and following. Also, the moon is in conjunct Chiron and Saturn. So this can be a different perspective on our wounds. For Aquarius, the Chiron is in your third house currently. So this has to do with wounds or pain that has to do with siblings, that has to do with communicating how you feel, maybe. Or just even being able to freely communicate what you think. Also, Chiron in the third house has a lot to do with lying issues. So I don't know if any of you guys, have had a tendency to lie, or maybe you've been lied to and that's really hurt you and wounded you or wounded others, whatever it may be. This can be a different perspective on maybe how that's affected you or others. Also, Saturn in the first house is in it in conjunct with the moon. So this is healing yourself, period. This has a lot to do with healing and doing the work to heal certain parts of yourself, especially the ego, especially your drive. Anger issues is a huge one for you guys right now with Saturn in the first. You could be really, structuring these aspects of yourself. A lot of you might be reconsidering your identity. Like, who am I? Like, what do I need to work on to change the things I don't like about myself, or change the actions that I don't like that I've made? That sort of stuff. Definitely new perspectives on how, even I think a lot of Aquarius too might realize that your words are powerful and very healing if you choose to use them in that way. As well as your actions. Actions and words, can be healing for yourself as well as others. I feel like some of you guys will be having painful conversations that will lead to healing and growth as well for yourself. And keep in mind, Saturn always rewards the hard work that's put in. So if you're working on yourself, if you're working on your ego issues, your anger, your actions, your drive, that sort of thing, then Saturn's going to reward you. So keep that in mind. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I think, for the astrology part for you guys right now with the full moon. So this will be in effect for, a little bit after the full moon too, like in the next month or at least 2 weeks. It's definitely emphasis and what's the word? Illuminating a lot of things for everyone right now, but especially wounds and especially emotions. And yeah, it's like we're all getting ready to begin a new cycle, I feel. I speak more on that kind of in my post that I made earlier. So if you want to check that out, you can go to the WITCH High Priestess. And yeah, there's a post there somewhere on the full moon in Virgo. So now I'm going to pull some cards for you guys. I ask and thank my angels, guides, ancestors, and higher self for assisting me in this reading and in delivering accurate and clear messages. That's right. All right. So Aquarius, and I'll have a better setup here soon. I did what I could with what I had, so I don't have a table right now because I moved 100 times this year. But once I get one, it'll be much better, my setup. All right, so what does Aquarius need to know in regards to this full moon and how it will affect them? What does Aquarius need to know? And I'm just using the basic Rider-Waite Tarot deck. What does Aquarius need to know? This full moon energy. Interesting. Okay, what else does Aquarius need to know? That makes sense. All right. Okay, a couple more cards. What does Aquarius need to know? Oh, yeah. Interesting. Okay, that's it. Okay, 2 of these cards, while I was shuffling, they kind of jumped out in the beginning, but I wasn't really done shuffling. But they came out again anyway, so I feel like these two cards are very important in trying to come out. So, but the first one, so the Fool card, this isn't one that jumped out first at all, but I'll let you guys know which ones those are. So the Fool card, this represents new journey, new a clean slate. I feel like a lot of you are ready for this purge, are ready for letting go of all this shit that you've been, that's been weighing you down. I feel like a lot of you have your spirits uplifted. A lot of you have more ambition, a lot more, you're ready to begin a new adventure and a new chapter in your life. The Fool card, keep in mind, is very positive, very optimistic feeling. There's so much yellow around him. But just, I'm hearing... Okay, so I got two messages here. The first one is, don't mind other people's opinions. So there's the dog here trying to distract him. But then there's another message I have, which is, but pay attention to some of the things others are saying, because they could be warning you of some danger, or they could have good advice, is what I'm hearing. So whichever that way that goes for you, maybe do both. I don't know. Like, ignore the negative stuff that's trying to distract you from your mission, but keep an open mind to, advice and stuff that's being given. But yeah, this is really good for beginning new slate. I feel like you guys have a lot more energy now, a lot more confidence than you've had in a while as well. And then there's the Three of Pentacles. This is one of the cards that jumped out in the beginning. So this can have a lot to do with, for some of you, third-party situations. So maybe some of you are dealing with more than one person, whether romantically or not. Or this could have a lot to do with using connections with other people to further your skills or further your money making. I feel like some of you need help from others, or would be wise to take help from others if it's being presented to you, or if you have an idea of a job or people that can give you advice or assistance in your current path right now, whatever that might be. Or like I said, it's a third-party thing where you're dealing with more than one person, or have been maybe recently. You've been dealing with multiple people. It could be it too. The World card comes next. So this is very, very optimistic card. Also, you guys, I think, are done being in your rut for a bit. I think you guys have been in a rut as well, just like Pisces. But the World card has a lot to do with, feeling like the world is your oyster. Like, you know what? I have a lot more opportunities and potential than I give myself credit for. I'm going to go after, this and this and this. This is very, you feel like on top of the world, like you can accomplish whatever you put your mind to, but you might need some help. You might need some assistance, or you might need to have certain conversations. I'm hearing, oh wow, that was really loud. That's a loud message. Some of you need to have some conversations that you've been avoiding or procrastinating having in order to move forward in your cycle. And I think you guys know that. You're just taking your time. So yeah, the World card is also, I like to mention the 4 fixed signs that are on this. So they represent fixed lessons in our lives that have a lot to do with, so the first one, Taurus, that has to do with values and self-worth and stability and money, which I mentioned in your astrology info there earlier, is huge emphasis for you guys right now. Leo has a lot to do with love, creativity, children, passion, shining your light, as well as Scorpio has a lot to do with transformation, death and rebirth, evolving, purging. 8th house, you got the moon, the moon in your 8th house with this full moon. So purging those fears, purging those things that are holding you back from embracing your full power and potential. And then, of course, last but not least, Aquarius, which is you guys, has a lot to do with hopes, wishes, dreams, the future, networking, friends, the internet as well, and the people in general, people as a whole. And then we have the Tower card, which has which is ruled by Aquarius. Really, it's ruled by Uranus energy, which is shocks and awes. This is surprises. This is aha moments and realizations. This can be a house move, which, you know, kind of makes sense with the astrology I just mentioned too. Some of you might be moving. Some of you, you know, and you know, moving is chaotic, just like this card, right? It's like, oh my God. But these changes or turmoil and chaos that you might be feeling, whether it's moving or something else, it's needed in order to bring in the new, in order to bring in what better resonates with you. And sometimes these chaotic moments happen without us planning to, but it's all in divine plan. It's all in divine plan. Then the last card on the bottom of the deck here is the Queen of Cups, which also came out earlier with the Three of Pentacles. So I don't know if some of you... Okay, so some of you, I think... Oh, this is crazy. So some of you might... This might be your energy, or some of you, this could be a third party that you are wanting to communicate with, or wanting to share your emotions, or, you know, break that awkward silence that has been going on for a while. I think that's for some of you. For others of you, this could just be your energy if you're a female, or a female in your life. This could be a mother, like I mentioned earlier in the astrology part. But this can be a water sign. So this could be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Or just someone who's very nurturing, very intuitive, very family-oriented, very motherly and nurturing. I think I said nurturing. As well as creative and stuff like that. So I feel like a lot of you guys could be purging emotions that have to do with women, that have to do with your mothers, or just females in your life as well, or even just your own femininity, you know, depending on who you are and what you're going through. But that is what I have for you. I also hear one last thing. I also hear follow your intuition. These both are very intuitive cards here. You know, this is sudden intuition, aha moments, you know, that just come to you, or sudden knowing. And then this is, you know, emotion or feelings that come to you, and your overall intuition. But yeah, that's what I have for you guys, Aquarius. I hope to stay persistent with these videos. Life's been crazy, but I'm dedicated to one day, you know, be very persistent with these. But yeah, let me know if this resonated, you guys. Comment, like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. If you feel inclined to check out my pages, the High Priestess and the Witch High Priestess, both links are in the description box. Yeah, thank you so much, and everyone have a great full moon.